Hello there, welcome to another episode of WordPress theme development. In the previous video, we learned about how to add our custom functions, how to include our files, PHP files, and also define the constants, etc. We created this class called Aquila theme, and we basically registered the after setup theme functions over here. As you can see, post thumbnails, title tag, all of those things. And in this video, we are going to basically enqueue our CSS and JavaScript file that we had bundled in the previous videos. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll close all this and we'll go to includes folder and we'll create a new file, and we're going to call it as assets.php. Okay, and then I'm going to go to this WordPress example, make sure you're under the add WordPress scripts, and then go ahead and copy this assets.php file, and I'll explain to you what we're going to do over there. Okay, so copy that, paste it here. Okay, let's go from the top. So we have a namespace. We are basically using the singleton approach. I already explained that in the previous video. So we just say use singleton here. And we have a class assets, and inside that we are basically defining the handle as Aquila. We have a build directory, which we already defined earlier inside of our functions.php. You can see all these constants are defined in the previous video. Already explained that. You have the build directory, and then you have the setup hooks. Under setup hooks, we have a bunch of functions. There are many functions over here, but I'll go ahead with these ones first. So first is enqueue block assets. So this is to enqueue the block assets that we're going to be building. Okay, so this is the function basically, and inside of that I'm calling my custom function, which is enqueue block editor assets, and the job of this is basically to call my custom function, which basically goes ahead and one second, let me show you register style. Yeah, it basically goes ahead and picks up the file path from the build directory and whatever handle we give it to. And then it basically makes sure if it has any dependency to the assets. So it gets the assets meta, because, you know, some of the blocks that you're building may be dependent on some of the, may have some of the dependencies such as WP elements, WP components, etc. So making sure that it has all the dependencies it needs, and then it enqueues this style. Okay, here it is. Okay, the version. So it picks up the version from the asset meta. So as you can see that it has the version here. I don't think for the style you're going to need any WP component or WP elements, etc. The WordPress objects dependencies, but yeah, for style you definitely it's good to have the version number to make sure you are not loading any of the stale styles. Okay, so the job of this is basically either to enqueue or register depending on what you passed in the enqueue parameter. Okay, so let's go back there. So yep, so this one's for the block editor assets. So for this, we need the editor.css file. So what I'm going to do is I'll create an editor.js file here. And then I'm going to paste it here. We make sure we import this editor.css file where we're going to write all the editor related CSS. So make sure you create that if you haven't already inside of SCSS directory. Once you do that, then you can import the editor.scss, and this will ensure that it builds that file inside of the CSS directory. So let's make sure we run pnpm dev. And there it is. You can see it's created the editor.css and editor.rtl.css, right to left. Okay. Then all we're doing is just registering the style here. And we're also registering the main.css inside of the admin. Sorry, if you're not inside of the admin, so it's making sure that you're not inside of the WP admin dashboard, which is here. and it's going to register the style for the front end. Okay, so this will pick up the main.scss. We already have that here, and that's related to all the global styles that you have. So main.css is picked up from here. It's all the global related styles. Okay, so let's go back to that. So that's your enqueue assets, and this is what it was calling, right? Now let's move further. Then admin enqueue script, which is going to call this function, and the job of this is basically to ensure that it registers any of the admin styles. So it's going to ensure that it calls the register style function and includes that. So let's go ahead and do that. So under the admin.scss, this is where we'll keep admin related CSS files, and then over here let's say admin.js, and then we'll just import it over here. So this will be admin.scss. Okay. Now I'm going to stop my development server. I'm going to rerun pnpm dev, and there you go. Now it created the admin.css file as well. Okay. Which is what we're going to ensure we enqueue. So any CSS related to the admin, which means, you know, to be loaded here on any of these pages, that's what it's going to do. If you want to load any of the specific page CSS file, then you can do conditionals. You know, you can make sure you are on that particular page and then load that particular file. But this is in general, like it will be loaded in all the admin CSS file. So at the moment we don't have anything, but just showing you different things that you can do. And then let's move on. Okay, then we have the enqueue front-end assets, which is basically called on the WordPress core hook, which is WP enqueue script. And under this, basically what we're doing is we are registering our index.js script. As you can see, we have this index.js in the root, and that's where it's bundled like that in the builds directory, and that's what it's including. And we have passed the argument as true, so this means that it's going to be enqueued automatically with the help of this particular custom function, because it says if enqueue is passed as true, then go ahead and enqueue the script instead of just registering it. Okay. Then next thing is enqueue component assets. So this is our custom function, and this is our custom hook we have basically added in case if someone else wants to basically do something while the component assets are being included right before that. So here what this is going to do is whatever component you're going to create, like for example this grid, it's going to make sure that it includes it's registered the script for the JavaScript and the style as well. So as you can see that for this grid component, your index.scss, that's all been bundled here. So this is going to make sure that it registers those scripts by making sure that it's available to you. Okay, like the index.js, index.css, etc. So I'll register the script, which is index.js, and I'll register the style as well. Yep. So that's what's happening. So now, in the next video, we are going to create the templates like the single.php, page.php, all the page templates, and then also later on show you how these files have been included in the front end. Because in order for us to see they've been included, we need to add all the basically the basic the template functions like WP heads, etc. And that would allow us to see how these being included on the front end. Okay. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.